Welcome to my pantry. I said pantry, not panties. Today I'm going to be doing a King Kogi Quest, which it's been quite some time since I've put one up, right? I have been questing about, but I haven't been recording any of it. I've been definitely quite tired trying to do things like Osaka tours and Tokyo tours, which I've been really happy with how it's been turning out. But you know, I only have so much energy to like make food at home and to clean and to just do lots of stuff. So I had to kind of take a break from King Kogi Quest for a while for my own health. But today I'm feeling quite excited and Genki. I am going to be taking you to Koreatown in Tokyo. So I'm heading to Shin-Okubo station. Actually, that's a lie. Shin-Okubo is the station area that's considered to be kind of like the K-Town entranceway, but I'm going to a different station because I'm trying to walk to the Korean grocery store. So there's actually just different ways to get there. But when you speak about K-Town in Tokyo, you generally say like Shin-Okubo. So Martina, why are we in your pantry, you might ask? Very good question. So this weekend, I'm having some friends over for a Korean party night. Do I have the Korean supplies required to make this food happen? Some of you are actually new to the channel and probably are like, why is she talking about Korean food? So I did live in Korea for quite some time and I learned how to cook Korean food through my Korean friends and their moms taught me. And so I love cooking Korean food. I'm really confident in it. I don't even need a recipe. I go for it. You need to have this one silver spoon, like a pantry spoon. It's like, how much do you put in? You're like, 3 spoons. Let's see what else I got in my pantry. Okay, so I do have things like naengmyeon, which I love. This is like the Korean style cold buckwheat noodles. And as we make our way down here, I have lots of Japanese cooking supplies as usual. I do have Korean seaweed, kim, and this stuff is so good. It's got like kind of an olive oil coating on it. So it's just moreish. You can eat it as a snack. You don't even need to eat it with something, but that's good that I have that. And then down here, we definitely have the noodles required for making japchae, which I was thinking of doing japchae and tteokbokki. I think these are the two things I'm gonna do. I have lots of gochugaru, which is the peppers that go with making any kind of Korean food like a stew or tteokbokki. I have a little bit of leftover pineapple soju and vinegar drink. That's really it. I've got the supplies for cooking stuff, but I think I need to get things like tteok and other stuff like that. I have all the basic supplies for making stuff, even though it's not Korean based like vinegar or sesame oil, but it will be completely fine. And I will need to make a kind of like soup stock base for the tteokbokki, and with that I will be using dashi. And so it won't be a Korean dashi. If I want to, what I could do is, there you go. In Korean, I think this is called yeolchi, but it's like just dried anchovy, and you usually just kind of pull out the gut part so that it's not bitter, and they make a lot of broth with this and seaweed. Kombu, which I do have, I have all types of huge amounts of kombu. So I could make a more Korean base, but I think that there's nothing wrong with making a richer dashi. This has like a lot of different stuff in it, like mushrooms as well as katsuobushi. So Korea doesn't really use katsuo, but it will be totally fine. I have this really tiny amount of gochujang, which is just not enough. Like if you're making kimchi-jjigae or tteokbokki, you need to have like quite a bit of gochujang. It's like the Korean red pepper paste. And normally I have a container that's like this big. I already ripped through it and I was like, well, if I'm gonna get fresh duck is the noodle that you use to make tteokbokki. I might as well just pick up some gochujang while I'm there. And if I'm gonna pick up gochujang, then I might as well pick up some kimchi, because the kimchi in Japan is not good kimchi. It's so sweet, it's not spicy, it's not garlicky. I eat it and I'm like, this is training kimchi, this is baby kimchi. But if I go to K-Town and I get actual funky kimchi, I feel like I'll be able to make much more authentic tastes if I do like a kimchi-jjigae or like a kimchi-jjigae. So for today's King Kogi Quest, it's gonna be Operation Buy Korean Food. See if there's any shops to stop for lunch, see what the food's like. Really, I mean, I haven't been in ages to Shin-Okubo because it's just too traumatic. Like after you live in a country for a long time and then you try to eat food outside that country, you're kind of just like, this isn't right. Something about this isn't right. And you just feel like really stressed. So it's been a long enough time that I hope I will just be thrilled and excited to be trying Korean food made by Korean people in a Korean way again. Let's find out how it goes. I've arrived at Higashi-Shinjuku Eki, which is not the normal place that people go when they come to K-Town. They usually go to Shin-Okubo, and Shin-Okubo station is on a different line. It's called the JR line, and nothing wrong with the JR line. The problem is that I don't happen to have a convenient connection to it. So just because somewhere on the map says, oh, you got to go to Shin-Okubo, it doesn't mean you can't find an easier station to go to. I literally transferred once, and I likely have already put a map on the screen to tell you, but it doesn't look very K-Town right now because it's Tokyo. Also, incredible throwback to the fact that I am using a selfie stick. Good old-fashioned, vintage, frickin' fun, you guys. Oh my gosh. It's written in Korean. I look like a tourist who has never been to either Japan or Korea before. And it's like the actual polar opposite irony. But yeah, having some good vintage fun with my selfie stick. So I'm gonna walk over and then we're gonna go to, I think I'm gonna go for food first, go for lunch. I searched just about every single location you could find on maps. And I think I found a place that feels to me like it's gonna be as authentic to Korean food as you possibly can. Oh, but they also have like soba, ramen. So I guess it's not all Korean stuff. Well, let's see what we find on the way, shall we? Selfie stick, why? What do we got here? It's the Hongdae Gokjango. Quite funny to see a Hongdae location here in Tokyo. I don't know what this frog is, but I have seen this frog around a lot. This is like the second shop, so maybe there's some kind of Koreatown frog business going on. But yeah, Hongdae. Lunch specials. You can get dolsot bibimbap. You can get tonkatsu. They have kue dokbap. Lots of different items to choose from. Thrilled and excited to see all these signs. It's so weird. It's like not Korean. First stop, Shinjuku Pocha. This is where we're heading, to the second floor.
Yeah. 아침부터 you've been going through my phone 말해봐 내가 바보인 줄 알아 not alone yeah you and I 날라가 cause we're flying for my problems 바보야 I got problems popping bottles Soju 지한 밤만 때가 Soju 내가 미안하다고 I'm sorry but my 말투 난 아직 생각나 그러지 마 꼭 돌아와 don't you ever say goodbye 또 애태우는 내 맘 혼자 보낼지 몰라 think about you all the time baby 아프지 마자 tonight 전화하고 싶은 나 I've been sipping on the rocks on the wine let's just ride the life yeah I've been just picking up pieces of you yeah but how can I get you I've been just picking up pieces of you
Look at this amazing Chilsung cider, Shin lemon. Wow. The real tables for grilling. And they got a lot of different options here. I went for the sweet gyoza, which is like a water gyoza, which is a mul mandu, but they were out. So I went for the yaki one instead. And then we got the Sundubu-jjigae, or as it says, Sundubu. And I went for Mundingmyeon because I really miss it. And then nama makgeolli, which I know I said I'd never drink makgeolli again, but I'm freaking doing it. Cheers. Haemuljeon time. This is a seafood Korean pancake. I'm so excited. Haemuljeon, hontoni mashisoyo. I'm really excited. Hi. It's good when it's hot, so let's eat it hot. Let's go. Let's takimasu. 맛있게 드세요.
아예 전입니다. 그리고요, 이게 뭐? 이즈베 파란 딱지 있어요.
Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. It's crispy, pacha, bouncy. 맛있어요. Yeah. I'm so happy. This tastes like kogi mandu, but it's been fried, so my mind's a little bit blown right now. I also got Odeng, or Odeng as we should say, and I haven't had Odeng in ages. This is the Korean version of Odeng, but it's Odeng. Usually it's like squiggly and on like a wooden skewer, like a tteokbokki stand. Sorry, the sunlight is so beautiful. I'm kind of distracted. I feel overwhelmed with happiness. Oh, hi. 감사합니다. 네, 감사합니다. Oh, Sundubu-jjigae time. We have got Sundubu, which is the soft tofu. We have the shells, which are important to make it taste delicious. And we have geidan, we have an egg that's been inside. I am thrilled and excited. And bosot, we have some mushrooms hiding in there. And it's very ogle-bogle, which makes me very, very happy. Was it my intention to follow up makgeolli with soju? It was not, but I had a lovely little chat with the owner in Korean. We were all excited and he asked me if I wanted a service bottle of soju and I was like, how can I refuse? And this soju I've not seen before. I've seen chorom, jinro, like all these different kinds, but this label is like, I've never seen it. And it's got the frog that I keep seeing around Koreatown in Japan. So either I'm completely out of the loop because I've been in Japan for so long, or it's like really old and I've never seen it, but I think it's probably new marketing. I'm gonna tell you, it's pretty smooth. I'm really enjoying it. And then he came over and brought a service skim. I'm so getting drunk, even though we're supposed to go grocery shopping. Okay, that's it.
이거는
3 hours later. This was so incredibly nice. Afterwards, he asked me if I liked idol groups, and I was like, Big Bang. And so we got ourselves a full Big Bang playlist. It's just been an incredible time, and I'm gonna go grocery shopping now with my red soju and makgeolli cheeks. So by the time I left the restaurant, it was dark out, which was not my intention. I was supposed to be here by the afternoon, but anyways, I had an amazing time at the restaurant, and I will include a link in the info box if you'd like to head there yourself. Now, there are a bunch of different Korean grocery stores that you can choose from when you're in K-Town. This one's my personal favorite. I don't really know why. I just feel like they have the biggest selection of import items. So first up on my list, I need more gochujang. Now this one says meun, which means spicy, and they actually have a few different versions with different spice meters on them. I'm not getting the spiciest because I will be cooking for other people. I don't want to murder them. They also have samjang, which I love seeing because you always eat this with like meat at a Korean barbecue restaurant. And they also have doenjang, so it's like the Korean version of miso. I'm not going to buy the one that has Japanese on it. Like, I didn't come all the way here to buy the Japanese version. From both the reviews online and in my personal opinion, they have the best selection of fresh samgyeopsal, ogapsal, and the kind of meat that you would need to cook Korean food. Like, it's extremely reasonable. You don't really find this particular cut in a Japanese grocery store, so if you're going to have yourself a grilling party, definitely come here to get some. Now I realized I already picked up my kimchi and did not show you guys this epic Korean back fridge. No! This is all fresh kimchi. They also have some kimchi that's kind of import. My personal recommendation, if you're going to get a kimchi for cooking or eating raw, the older the kimchi is, the funkier and deeper the flavors. That's really good for stews and for cooking. See how this one's kind of deflated and this one's quite bloated? The bloated bag is older, so the fermentation is kind of expanding the bag, and the one that's less bloated hasn't let off that gas yet. And the younger the kimchi, the fresher it is for just munching on in between meals. Okay, wow, I can't believe that they have Soondae. It's like such an old school street food stand food. This is like a Korean blood sausage, and nowadays it's filled with the same noodles that you make japchae with. It doesn't taste like blood, it's like a blood sausage, right? So it just tastes like bouncy noodles, and they serve it on the side with like a little bit of salt, like a little spicy salt. I mean, I really recommend it. If you're in Korea now, give it a try. Don't be scared. It is freaking delicious. Oh, so they have a bunch of pre-mates here as well. Oh, they've got actual kimbap. I recently tried kimbap at a convenience store in Japan and was like, this is not kimbap. I think I'm gonna be taking you home Soondae. It's often served with liver on the side, and I can see a big old chunk of liver there. It's gonna be dry as heck because that's how the liver is served in Korea, but you know what? I don't give a shit. It's delicious and I love it. I'm gonna warm it up when I get home. Ooh, they also have, this looks like yangnyeom chicken served with some kind of duck. Oh, I must resist. I'm gonna leave with way too much stuff. Oh my god, they also have all these little johns. These are like flour egg wash zucchini slices. They're often at Seollal and like, you know, Korean New Year's. They even have nama makgeolli, fresh makgeolli. No, I must resist your call. Oh, the frozen dumpling section off the chart. This is Mandu. This is like the water Mandu. You've got fried Mandu. You've got deep fried Mandu. Oh wow, they've got Wong Seu Mandu, which is a big giant shrimp dumpling. Oh, they have gimmari. This is noodles that are deep fried. You can find them at a street food stand. Never tried bulldog dumplings. I think this is probably trendy and out of my time. Chijimi, which is the Japanese name for all this stuff. And wow, these are amazing. They're japchae filled gyoza dumplings. Ooh, they've got kimchi, they've got niku, and this is what I'm here for. I'm trying to get some odeng, not to be mistaken for oden. Oden is Japanese, odeng is Korean. This is what I was talking about, how they're kind of squiggled on a stick and served at a street food stand. But I will be buying these to cut into strips to add to my tteokbokki. Super reasonable price. I think I will grab this pack. It should definitely be enough. Got to get my duck. These are the Korean version of mochi noodles. I'll be using them for tteokbokki in order to make it fresh. These are not the frozen variety, but oh my gosh, look, they have the cute star ones. Oh my god, must resist. They just have this massive selection of noodles as well, like fresh mulnaengmyeon, and they have fresh makgeolli. They have so much flavored soju. What? People are spoiled now, I swear. Back in my day, we had plain soju and we suffered. But yeah, we had to drink soju uphill both ways in the snow. It was insane. Now you can just drink yourself flavored soju. And the grumble and cakes and the grumbles. We suffered. That's my favorite. Chom chorum. Excuse me, an Italy towel. Those are for scrubbing at the jjimjilbangs and the bathhouses. I already have some, but I'm gonna buy that pink one anyways. And they've got the original Korean cutlery and the rice containers. They even have soy milk and drinking vinegar. Wow, I mean, they just have everything. Oh man, this has been an overwhelming and exciting experience. I feel like I'm at a home away from home. Yee, I feel excited now to go home and start cooking on the weekend. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this visit to K-Town in Tokyo. This King Kogi Quest was a bit of an unusual one, but I loved sharing it with you all. The party was a success. I made a massive Korean playlist with K-pop and indie and R&B, and everyone enjoyed it. We played Korean drinking games. We ate tteokbokki. I made it spicy so that they would know that the Japanese sweet stuff is not the real stuff. I also made homemade japchae. It was a success. I loved it. I was kind of scared because I hadn't made it in so long, but nah, my brain came back to me and it was delicious. And my friends and I played Korean drinking games like Samgyeopsal and Baskin-Robbins 31, and it was just like a really nice time. And they actually went to Shin-Okubo and bought all these snacks to share as well. And some of them I had never had before. So it was just as exciting to me to try something that I've never had that's from Korea. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this video and keep keeping it cool in the King Kogi village. I will see you on the internet.